Like each kid, I was like, God, I don't know what I'm doing, but my babysitter flaked on me. My husband wasn't home, and I had two kids at the time and pregnant. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Busy Moms Get It Done with Esther Shitu. My name is Esther Shitu. I am the host of the Busy Moms Get It Done podcast, as well as a journalist and mom of three. So I am putting this out on YouTube, and I'm not sure if I am going to put it out on any other platforms yet, like my podcast platform. But I thought that it would be such a good idea just to go through some of the things that helped me when I first started working remotely. Now, a little backstory. I started working remotely in 2021 after everyone, during the pandemic. And I was kind of like, I had a 15 month, sorry, I had like a 7 month old at the time. And I also had and I was also pregnant. And so I started working remotely, and since then I'm still working remotely, praise God. But now I have a 14-month-old, I have a 4-year old, and I have a 3-year old. So things have changed, but I still work at home with my children during the time. So I wanted to give you a little bit of ways that I do that as someone who is a busy mom getting it done. This is not even a trick. This is just a bonus as a Christian straight up. I just ask God for help. Like if I was to just round up this whole video, it's that, or this whole like episode, I asked God to help me, and He did. Like each kid, I was like, God, I don't know what I'm doing, but I need your help. And God did it. God showed up. God was there for me. So that's number one. I asked God for help. But that's a bonus. Now let's look at ways that God helped me to be able to figure out how to work from home with children. When I first started working from home with children, my first child was about 6, 7 months at the time. And the first thing that I did was I realized that I needed to make use of her nap time. So I learned to look at her and be like, what time do you sleep? What time are you awake? What time can I take phone calls? What time can't I take phone calls? And so, like, she was still in that stage where she had like 2 to 3 naps per day, and that's what I did. I mapped her out so that her nap time was when I had my meetings. We usually had a meeting on Mondays at like 1 p.m. That girl was sleeping during that time, okay? I made sure she was sleeping so that it was quiet. Or like if her at the time actually my ex-husband was there, and so like but at that time he was leaving around 1 to go to his job. So she was sleeping. I made sure she was sleeping. Whenever I had meetings in the evening, she was also sleeping. I made sure that her nap time matched my meetings. And whenever I needed to like make a call, she was sleeping. Okay. So like that's my first, I guess, trick, or that's my first way in which I was able to navigate it, is that I utilized her nap time to my advantage. Those were the times when I was taking my calls. Those were the times when I was working, when I was writing. Those were the times when I was doing what I needed to do because mommy gotta make money. As I had more children, I still used the nap time to my advantage. I would say up to my second child. Now my third child, it's harder because I have a preschooler, two preschoolers, and a baby, and so it's very hard to like utilize the nap time because my first and my second have kind of dropped their nap times. But when I had my second child, I made sure that their nap time coincide so that again, when they were sleeping together, I was working. When they were sleeping together, um I was having my phone calls because I have to be on phone calls a lot. I have to be talking to people a lot. And honestly, This is also like a bonus. Sometimes you just have to be like, I am so sorry. I have kids. I'm gonna mute my call. I am so sorry. But I made sure that I try to utilize and I try to make sure that their nap time was helping me, get everything that I need to done. And I try to stretch the nap time as much as possible, right? When I realized that the nap time was causing problems for me at night, we had to cut it, right? So use each of these as much as possible and as much as it helped you. My second trick that helped me and has been helping me as I am working from home while with kids is that I'm utilizing some parks, activities, things that will allow them to play while I am working. And what does this look like practically? When my youngest with my eldest, uh, I got a membership to like an indoor play park. I was working while she was playing. Um, Sometimes I would take them to like a McDonald's. I am working and they are playing. Sure, my kids are young, and I think this will go into another trick that I've used, but they have learned how to play independently. So I know some people will use things like the YMCA and they will get like a membership to YMCA. They will I don't know. They will like go in for 2 hours, not working out, put their kids in the child care center, work and allow the kids to play. Um, Things like that you can utilize that will allow your children to play and allow you to work. Right. And I know that this differs depending on, your kids best, you know what they can handle best, depending on age, depending on the level of their independence. This is going to go into my trick number three is I had to teach my child to play independently. I was just telling someone this, like my eldest, like we had to be like, go and play, go and play. And like I heard another creator say this once that her mom used to say, "Well, I am not the entertainment committee." I've never said that to my children, and I do play with my children, but we have learned that mommy is working, and so go and play. And what does this look like realistically for us as a family is that they're my house looks like literally a play center, right? We have my apartment looks like a play center. I have things that is geared for them to play independently. I have different things. When my eldest was younger, I looked up all the activities. I would do like blocks. I would do like whatever she wanted to do, like water. And I realized I was not the type of person that wanted you to be pouring water all over my house. And so I just stuck to like the basic things. I bought things that was going to serve a purpose of making sure that my child played correctly. I bought things that was going to make sure that she was able to independently play. And it's hard. It is hard it's literally a muscle. But one of the things that my children now know to do is to play independently, even the baby. And I honestly, glory to God, like they can play independently. Does that mean that they don't want to still play with mommy? Yes, they do. So I will be working. I'll be watching them playing. Sometimes I would joining sometimes, but like when I'm working, right? And so I think independent play is really an important muscle that must be taught when you're not working. And independent play with playing with your children as well, and with allowing them to be like, okay, mommy's working or daddy's working or whatever. Now is your time to play, and I will join you later. So that's number three is independent play. Number four, and I know this is going to suck, and this goes into number two. I think number one is I woke up early. Plain and simple. I was awake. I woke up early. I slept late. This is a juggle. And it's a juggle. I fully believe that remote work is important for moms, and for caretakers in general. It helps us to show up, but we have a job that we need to do. So I woke up early. I was awake at 5 a.m. I was awake at 4:30 a.m. I was sleeping. at 11 a.m. I was sleeping at 12 a.m. Case in point, it is 10 p.m. right now, and my children are sleeping, and I am recording this video. I will show up to write, and honestly, because, and it depends on the job, right? However, like whatever you need to do in order to fulfill your job while showing up for your kids is what you need to do. And so I will wake up super early at 4:30. I will wake up whenever I need. I will stay up late and go to bed late just so that I showed up and I'm able to complete and accomplish what I needed to accomplish. And it's hard. It's hard on the body, but we have to know that this is only for a short season and it's only for a short time, and we will reap the reward. Um, so I woke up early, I stayed up late. That's my fourth trick. And my fifth and final trick, I must say, is that I asked for help. We are not an island. Like, I hate to say it. I wish there was a way that I could say, like, oh, I did all of this. I didn't. I asked my husband at the time. He had to watch my kids when I had meetings. We coordinated our schedule. If you're a single mom, you have to find people that's going to help you. I asked my mom for help. Like I live in a certain part of the country. She lives in a certain part of the country. Like, I don't have money to be spending on babysitters all the time. So what have I had to do? Drive my behind to meet my mom so she can help me watch my kid so that I can do my job. Um, I've hired babysitters. So I have had to make sure that sometimes you just can't get above needing people, because at the end of the day, we are still paid to do a job, and I take my job very seriously. And part of it is that we just have to ask for help. We have to show up. But I think that when all else fails, asking for help is literally like, I need to do this right now and nothing else will work. And so I need someone else to help me. And that's what I did. I asked for help. I paid for help. Um, I asked people to watch the kids for me. There was literally a time when my babysitter flaked on me. My husband wasn't home, and I had two kids at the time and pregnant, and I had something to do for work. What did I do? I had met a mom at the park, and I had a rapport with her. I had gone to her home multiple times. Please do not take your kids to people you don't know. I had gone to her home multiple times, and I just said, "Look, my husband ain't home. Please help me." And she did. And what did I do afterwards? I bought her donuts. Um, Things like that. There have been people where I've just called, like, from church. Can you please help me? I need help. Because honestly, we do need help. And I believe, like, hands, like we gotta wash each other's hands. And the more you do that, the more you help them, people are gonna help you. Yes, help is not transactional, but sometimes we have to be willing to be the village that we want to see. And not don't let people take advantage of you, but that's a topic for a whole nother day. So all that to say is this. Let me run through them. Number one, I use nap time. Number two, I use activities, parks, membership. Number three, I literally allowed my kids to play independently. I strengthened that muscle with them saying, like, you have to play, I have to work. Number four is that I woke up early. And number five is that I involved family members, I involved people, I paid babysitters. And above all of that, literally, all I would say is that I am, as a Christian, I ask God for help. It's not easy being a mom who works remotely for a company as well as has kid at home. It's not easy at all, but to God be the glory. I've been doing it for the past few years, and I don't have the answer, but God has been helping me. So if you like these kind of videos, if you like these kind of contents, please let me know. I'm going to be posting these kind of content exclusively on just YouTube and my podcast. Please check out the podcast interviews of how other moms are helping other moms work remotely. Please don't forget to, like, if you're working remotely, just don't forget to, like, tell me what are some of your tricks in the comment below. And I will see you next time when I decide to make these type of videos. Bye.